For a little while now we've been trying to get our Matsutec AIS transponder to talk to our new Raymarine Axiom. Now we think we found what we've got is a converter from NMEA 0183 to NMEA 2000, and then with a conversion cable to go from NMEA 2000 to C-Talk NG. And it's an ActiSense product. It's the NGW for AIS. Here's the instructions and a disc and the conversion unit itself. So that's the converter. This is the NEMA 2000 to C-Talk NG. So that's the C-Talk NG connector. And this end, it's just 5 cables, 5 wires. We have to install that within the socket on the Matsutec unit. So, hi, if I can just do a plug. Small boat, big plans. This is our book, charting buying Ava Grace and preparing her for sea in a humorous way. Priced $3.99 in the UK. Or $4.99 in America. It's available on all platforms, Kindle, Kobo and Apple Books, plus many others. I'll put a link in the description below. Thank you. Right, today we're going to start wiring in the ActiSense device, which is the converter from NMEA 0183 to NMEA 2000. So we've got the cable in for the ActiSense through a gland, and that's the bundle of cables there. We've got the socket, part of the socket in place, and the other bit is here, and that's a multi-pin. I don't know if that's focusing right. It's a multi-pin socket. Now, according to Matsutec, that's the wiring. Now, we're interested in the 422s, so they receive positive and negative and transmit positive and negative, and from ActiSense that is what they say. So talk out must be transmit, TX, listen must be receive, RX. And so negative talk out is black, and so on. So what we need to do now is solder those onto the correct terminals on there. So let's see how we get with that. I'm not going to be a video of that. Well, that was not easy. I've got to solder those wires on, and that was a pain in the backside. It took 2 of us to hold the thing. They were very, very fine. Well, that's now coupled through, so that's the ActiSense part connected to the back of the Matsutec. And now what we've got to do is put the backbone cable in and the T-piece, and then connect that all into the network. So that's more crawling underneath, I'm afraid. So we've now got the T-piece connected with the backbone cable and the data cable coming from the ActiSense, and this T-piece is terminated there. And here we've got the ActiSense, and because we're all powered up on the network, that is flashing. So that's indicating that we're working at this stage anyway. Next is to test it all. So a little bit frustrating this weekend. I've checked everything on the Matsutec and the output is looking right. I've got 2.6 volts coming out of the transmit, and I've got 4.6 volts coming from the receive on the Raymarine, and that's I've measured that inside the ActiSense. When we unplug and replug in the network, we're getting the communications correctly, but we're not getting continuous comms. So I don't know whether that's an issue with the Matsutec or whether it's something to do with it just will not talk to the Raymarine. But I have seen people on YouTube who have said they have connected Matsutec to a Raymarine multifunction display. So I'm baffled at the moment, and it's not normal for me to be baffled. I've gone back through the books, I can't find any settings that are not set. So jury's out at the moment on that. I think first port of call will be to give ActiSense a ring and see if there's any help that they can provide. Now it's back to working on the deck repairs. I just need to sand this piece, the other piece is done, and then I can put them in, lay them in and get them glued down for now. As we said before, they've been epoxied on the edges and on the bottom to just give them some protection. So they should be just ready to try again to fit in, and then we can give it a sweep out and ready for gluing, I think. Okay, so we just put a liberal dose of Mega Grip down, put the last board in. You just want treading in now. That can now just dry. So it's been 2 weeks since we did an update on the lock. This weekend there was no work being carried out, which you can only assume is that they're ahead of schedule, so they let the crane go. But this morning it's back and they're preparing to lift something. I'm hoping it's not the lock gate. I'm hoping it's some of their equipment. So the good news today is they're starting to remove the cofferdam to the outer gates. So that means they must have finished the outer gates. That's one job I would not want to do today, balance across that cofferdam. It is time